Oops. There you go. Still learning those hotkeys. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's episode 2 of the Northern Winds. I hope you guys are excited. It has been a week since we have last met. And we have a new face with us as well. Now, before I do what is normally done at the beginning of a show, the rounds, the introductions, the hellos, the banter, I wanted to go over a few things just real quickly as I have been bombarded, nuked, if you will, with a few questions. So we'll do that real quickly. First and foremost, the VODs. A lot of you guys cannot completely make the full stream and like to watch it elsewhere. Now we have all the VODs uploaded within 24 to 48 hours on YouTube. So if you can't make it, if you want to know how it ends or how it starts, depending on when you pop in, you can watch all the goodness on YouTube as well. We have links for that in the chat. Talking about links and all that stuff, we now also have an official hashtag that you can throw on Twitter if you want to talk about the cast, if you want to talk about the story, the DM or whatever. I will be checking that hashtag personally after and before stream, so if you want to say some words, it's hashtag the Northern Winds. Perhaps you have seen it already. And talking about Twitch, we also have a D&D click that you can use if you want to spread the word, the greatness, the goodness that hopefully will be this adventure. And that's pretty much it. Just a few things to go over. And now, as is tradition, let me introduce these beautiful bastards. How is everybody doing? Can you guys hear me?
Doing terrific.
Oh, there you go. Guys? There you go. Beautiful. As you can see, we have a few new faces, so I think we'll just dive right in. We'll go clockwise, starting at our beloved dwarf, Mr. Bobby himself. What is up, man?
Not too much, my good sir. Yeah, we gotta switch around.
Yeah, switch us around.
Oh, wait, we have to switch around? Did I forget that?
One quick switcheroo.
Zeke is you're ginger now.
It's a beard. You look so young, Zeke. You look so young.
You're so beautiful now, Zeke. What just happened?
Oh, everybody is.
No, I'm just saying you're now beautiful.
What a bastard.
Not that you're ugly.
Looks like the capture went a little bit haywire. I believe somebody may have nuked their cam then. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, Zeke is now the appropriate age again as well. So, but let's start with Bob. What's up, dude?
Not too much, my good man. I'm so ready for this. I've been doing nothing but thinking about that session last week, since last Monday.
It certainly was a session.
It was something. It was something. So yeah, no, this is.
Stop judging us, motherfucker.
You killed somebody in cold blood. I am judging.
I didn't do it in cold blood. I just killed them because they were an asshole.
All right.
That's a good reason.
You know.
So yeah.
As far as reasons go, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, but Bobby's not the first and last person. Zeke.
Yo.
Who are you? What do you do? What do you live for?
I'm Ezekiel the Third. I do variety broadcasting, and also I do as much role playing as I possibly can. I'm happy to be here. That's it. I'm just happy.
You're just happy? Just happy?
I like it.
Finally good to have you. Or good to have me.
Happy little role play sessions.
Finally good to have yourself. Is that what?
Happy little role play.
Mm-hmm.
Happy little role plays.
Where do you role play? I role play right over here.
Right.
Die roll.
You don't have to tell anybody. You don't have to. That could be our little secret. You can role play wherever you want. It's your world.
Anywhere, it's your world.
Yeah. There are no crits. There are no fails, just crits. No, I'm not. Okay. Never mind. Hey, Bewby, what's up? How you doing? Speak to me, man.
What?
Speak.
What? I'm not a dog, man. I need you to calm the fuck down.
Wow.
Damn.
How are you guys doing? I am really excited for this. I'm just really that cliffhanger has had me fucked up. I've had dreams about what to happen.
And it was a beautiful cliffhanger.
I've had dreams about us.
Oh my! Go on. Talk slow.
More details.
We'll just say there's this is an axe and a lot of hot action.
Oh my!
We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, and last but definitely not least, our rogue doing rogue stuff.
Rogue stuff. Hey, everybody, what's up? I'm Tangent. I run a variety time waste channel 7 days a week, many hours a day. If it's East Coast time, I'm probably on doing something, and I am so excited to be rolling dice and imagining things with each and every one of you tonight. Right here on the Northern Winds. Yes.
There you
I
go.
forgot how jealous of how cool this guy is. I am. Words.
Can't wait for some more rogue stuff.
A rogue doing
stuff.
rogue
Yeah.
stuff.
We're going to be doing some more rogue stuff now, you dashing
Check out
creatures.
my rogue things. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait. More rogue stuff, the better.
My children.
All right, Zeke, would you mind boosting your volume a wee bit? Just a
sure,
wee,
you bet.
yeah, just a wee bit. Just we need that booming voice.
How's that? Hold on. I just gotta maybe if I just move it closer
I,
or turn it up a little bit. How
whatever.
about that?
You know, you turn that knob.
Hopefully that's better. I know what I do. Duh. I know what I gotta do. I'll
What you
turn
gotta do?
myself up in fucking Zoom. Okay.
Oh yeah,
boom.
yeah. Zoom is an interesting piece of software. That's the software we use instead of the one who shall not be named. Still getting the kinks
How's
worked
that?
out. That's looks good. Could you say hello once again? Say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
A bit louder.
How's that?
Are you sure you're doing something?
Are you turning yourself up, Zeke?
How about
Turn
now?
yourself up. Get some Molly. Come on.
Get turned, Zeke.
Okay.
Turn up. Well, I think it's fine right now. I'm sure.
Motherfucker.
I'm sure my my feelers will get back to me. See if you can be heard audible. But if nobody has any objections, I think we'll just dive right in.
Okay. I turned my output up a lot.
All right. Well,
How's that?
no, you project, Zeke. Make sure to project.
Okay.
Or not project. Come
I'll
on.
be heard. Don't worry about
Oh,
that.
you will be heard. Oh, I'll be. All right. Yeah, I think Zeke got quieter as well. He's a sensitive man. You have to give him some time to get out of his shell.
Shut up.
He's ready to go.
All right.
Zeke's
Well,
a shy soul.
he's a gentle soul with hair. All right. Let's get going. Let's go back to a previous session to give you guys a bit of a reminder of what happens. The group took on a particular quest of sorts from a shady individual, Logan, lovely man, which led to a haunted house which they found a ghost in, to be exact. A ghost that was bound by unfortunate means. Now, they figured out why the ghost was bound, and those reasons weren't all that pleasant. They sought out Logan, and once they found him, they brutally murdered him, or squalled it, with an hand
It wasn't murder. It hasn't been proven yet, motherfucker.
or so he thinks. Brutally
It wasn't
murdered.
Murdered. I just killed him brutally.
You just killed him in the middle of the street.
In the middle of the street, in
the
broad
middle of the street.
daylight.
Exactly.
I killed the
In
man.
broad daylight, you killed what appears to be a noble man.
But it wasn't murder.
And, yeah, it
It was
wasn't
just-
murder. Okay,
It wasn't murder.
No, you took
It
the
was
life.
justice, motherfucker. It was justice.
Yeah, about that. Okay, anyway, they took his life brutally. They dragged the bloody body back to the house, once again in broad daylight, leaving a massive trail of blood behind. They were able, fortunate enough, to break whatever was holding the spirit and push it to the realm beyond. And then once they left the house, they were met by what is it called? A squadron? A group of guards.
Regiment.
A regiment.
Battalion.
A small a small get-together of guards as they walked outside of the
that
house.
sounds really pleasant. I think we could just,
Yes,
cook them
Yes.
some dinner.
exactly. And I
Have a good
believe
time
we
with these
ended
gentlemen.
justice. And I believe we ended with a particular sentence of Irving.
What was it that I said? Could someone refresh me?
Doesn't look as bad as you think, or something along those lines.
It's like, now there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for everything. Or something.
this is not what it looks like, right? All right.
Now I remember. Now I know this looks bad.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what it was.
That's what it was.
But as they are met by indeed 6 guards, 3 pretty much on each side, but on one side there is a half-orc. A half-orc that, as you guys look at him, he is about 7 feet tall, muscular. He's not wearing a shirt, he is bare-chested, but he does have a belt across his chest.
What I need to know is what kind of package are we talking here? Are we talking like 8-pack or like 6-pack? I need these are details pertinent to me.
It's about it's a solid 8-pack, I'd say. A solid 8-pack.
He's a chiseled gentleman.
He's a chisel. He has more muscle than man because he's a half orc, so he's not really man at all. Anyway, like I'm saying, he's bare chested. He's wearing a combination of fur and leather armor on his on his pants and his boots and also his gauntlets. He has a massive 2-handed battle axe that he's holding now at the top, just below the blades, and he started screaming from not screaming. He started talking to Irving from a distance as he walked up to them as they were trailing the blood, and they found Irving and a group of interesting people walking out of a house that was supposed to be empty. Speak! What's going on here?
So now, as I was saying before, I realize this looks bad, but there's a perfectly reasonable explanation. Oh, thank goodness the town watch is finally here. It has been complete carnage. Blood is running red in the streets. Where have you been? We've been calling for hours.
I think we just go directly into a roll. Make a deception for me, if you will. If you would.
I'm sorry, guys. I have +1 to everything.
You got this.
Make a deception if
all
you please.
baby, I believe.
We're going strong.
I believe in you.
It's gonna be good.
Oh, wait.
17.
No, wait.
Damn.
Do I have any pluses? 1 second.
Or minus, perhaps, even.
Or minuses. Tends to be one of those things. This is persuasion.
Yeah. Deception, because you're
Oh,
trying.
it's deception. You're right.
You're telling a lie here. You're trying to lie.
I am telling a lie. 19.
You got a +2?
Wait. Oh, wait. No, I don't.
No, what?
Oh, I gotta scroll down. Plus, it's 17.
Okay, it's 17. Okay, it's 17.
Oh, good.
Which is sufficient.
Really good,
I'll allow it.
Yes.
So, well, we're here now. What is happening?
There was a man. He was screaming. He's something. I couldn't quite make out what it was. Something about these Northerners, axe wielding, wild men coming from the forest. And then he was attacked in the middle of the streets. The body was dragged here. We rushed to investigate, but the door. My compatriots went inside, seeking him out. I hope they're all right. And they come out the door around this point.
Yeah.
Oh, did you find him? Did you find him? The bloodthirsty murderer who
Squall just nods inside.
Yeah, and just to point out, like, you're still covered in blood. Squall.
Covered
You're
in
walking
blood,
out. You're covered in blood, and you have a hand axe that's covered in blood.
No, the hand axe is at least put away.
Okay, it's put away, but you are covered in blood.
But I'm covered in blood.
I've been watching the exterior of this building. I can confirm that the murderer did not come out through that window or these doors. You're not hurt, are you? Is that your blood? Oh, my friend, are you wounded?
Squall just looks at himself and nods. Yes, he's wounded. He doesn't say anything at all. He's not very convincing.
Where is the perpetrator? Where is he? As he tries to push you aside and look into the room.
I let him push me aside, and
I just step with the arm. I'm assuming he's pushing all of us.
Yeah, it's a 7 feet tall half orc that is just.
Yeah, like I'm assuming he's pushing all of us with this one hand gesture, and I'm just like.
And he looks into the room, and he does see what appears to be some kind of extremely dried out, life essence sucked away corpse. And as he sees your blood, And he takes a step back because he doesn't know, he's entirely sure what to make of this situation. Because the only thing that he sees right now is a weird creature covered in blood and what essentially is a husk. Mind explaining? As he points his axe to the husk in the room itself.
He attacked me. I just defended myself.
Make a deception roll. Make a deception roll.
Deception. Okay. Where's my character sheet, motherfuckers?
There's a lot of deception going on here.
I know, it's just dripping.
Deception. Oh god, this is bad, team.
You got this.
That was bad, team.
Ooh, dear.
Oh.
Oh, dear.
He just looks at you.
This is bad, team.
He just looks at you. He looks at you. He puts his hand on your shoulder. You sure? As he like, he doesn't like grab you, but he does let you know that he is aware of the fact that you are bullshitting him, and he's not in the mood for that right now. You sure?
When he grabs him, I make my way up, and I take out the golden amulet that I'd taken from the corpse himself, and I motion to the half orc, and I say, "This amulet right here. This was the amulet that I had found outside during the fight. And this is what I had found as that happens, I just sort of turn around and duck back into the corner."
You show him an amulet? The locket?
The golden amulet that was dropped. I just found it outside during the battle that was dropped from Booby Dooby, or not from Booby, from Squall during the fight.
Oh, you mean her locket is what you're saying.
Yeah. Right, basically, I want to do what's the check here? I want to do a persuasion.
Okay.
On behalf of.
Go ahead.
Due to that, so I just press the persuasion.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Correct?
Yeah, persuasion. Okay. Yeah.
A 20.
20. All right. So
basically, you go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. You show him the locket, and you mention that it's dropped from this corpse. He looks at you. He looks at Squall. He removes his hand from Squall and kind of pushes you aside, and walks up to you and gestures that he wants to have the locket so he can take a look at it. You give it to him.
So that's what I do. So I'll hand him the locket and basically tell him that, like, I witnessed the fight. Logan was absolutely the aggressor, and I'd seen this drop, and like I show him that this is. I don't want to say that this is what the fight was over, but this was like the amulet that sort of I sort of seen transpire during the fight.
He takes a look at it. Like it's not like a big amulet. It's more like a keepsake thing that has been a chain has been attached to. He just looks at it, and this was Logan's, I presume.
I believe so. I don't know if it was a transaction that had gone sour or what, but all I had seen was Logan was getting very aggressive, and I seen this being thrown to the ground. It seemed as if Logan had attacked Squall in jest over this amulet.
He takes a look at Squall. He takes a look at the amulet. He puts it away into a pouch he has on his belt, and he says, "Well, we are familiar with this lad. He is known, but we must investigate this. I do not know what has transpired, but all I know is that there is a trail of blood, and you're the one covered in blood. But I do not see too much ill will. Leave, but stay in town. Or else."
Absolutely. Come, gents, we have some very important business to attend to, I'm sure. Irving
Hold.
gestures
Perhaps it would be
and
wise
stops.
to give your name. As he looks at looks at Irving and the rest of the group.
Yes. Craig Cricks. At your service. Chimney sweep.
The Squall.
so much.
And Squall laughs. Make a deception roll with disadvantage.
Oh, come on, that's not
Nope, no, this is shit. No, Squall's laughing right now. He grinning. He doesn't trust Squall at all, and just Squall starts like grinning with a stupid grin on his face right now. So I want you to make a deception roll. I want you to make a deception roll
So funny.
with disadvantage. Do it.
with disadvantage.
With disadvantage.
He is laughing. He is essentially laughing at your answer. Like,
Let it be known, people. There's no fun times here at this D&D table.
friends can help, but friends can also
I thought he
limit.
took the chimney sweeping tools when he started.
Yeah.
I got the rolls are gonna be good here.
I didn't ruin it. He ruined
Average.
it for himself for being so funny.
Now, he just walks up to you, Irving. All right, Greg. And the
Craig.
man in blood. What is your name?
He Squall.
Get a shower. And as he points to the
Good call.
dwarf, and then the dwarf. Your name?
My name is Rick.
Sounds legit.
At this point, he like knows you're bullshitting him. Everybody is just leave. I will recognize your face when I need to. So will my men. I'm assuming you
Right.
guys take this moment to.
Yeah.
We just walk away.
And as you guys are walking
Yeah.
away, you can hear the man, the captain of the guard, shout, "Men, set a perimeter." And he basically starts commanding them to collect the evidence and kind of figure out and start seeking out perhaps local folk that may have seen what have happened. But that is as you guys are walking away. And where do you guys walk to? Do you guys have like a plan? Like, are you guys moving?
Just walking quick but casually down the streets. Gonna
Where can I get a shower, guys? I need a shower. A bath.
What is this shower you speak of?
I need to jump in some water and clean my body. I got blood everywhere.
Irving gestures to a horse trough.
I'm not showering with horses. Let's go to the inn.
I don't think you know what the. Never mind. Irving shakes his head.
I
after
can't.
hearing
I
the
wish I could
horse's
call.
comment.
I wish I could. I could do a rain dance for you right here, but you're not ready for that.
At which point, Zabraxius he starts walking a little bit faster into the direction of the inn. And he says something along the lines of, "I have business to attend to. My brother may be waiting for me. We'll be going to the inn."
Irving watches as the Dragon King wanders off.
And he just starts walking. "Drinks are on the dwarf." As he starts walking towards the inn.
This is true. So I guess we just continue towards the end if we're not there already.
If you guys, it takes a couple of minutes to get there.
I'm down for the inn. Let's go to the inn.
Well, you
Down
guys
to the
follow
inn.
it, and you guys, you essentially go to the inn. It takes a couple of minutes, you know. And then you guys enter the inn. Zabraxius at the front, and he looks around. He immediately starts looking around for his brother. Like, and Zeke, are you in the inn? Are you sitting down? Are you?
You bet I am.
You're drinking?
You bet I am. I'm sitting down. I'm having a good time. I got my back to the wall. I'm just enjoying the scenery, waiting for my huffy, scruffy brother to come in. Way too serious.
Oh God, there's another one.
As Abraxas walks up to him, takes a seat on the same table. Brother.
Hello.
And he nods.
Good to see you. How was your day?
And he just like starts doing whatever Dragonborn equivalent of like rubbing your forehead is.
Rubbing the top of the eye hole.
Like the horns, right? You know.
Yeah, the horns.
And he just like at this point he just becomes very silent and stoic, and he just likes make grunting noises at like as his form of communication at this point. As I presume the others follow Zabraxis and sit down.
Oh, I'm gonna go. Squall goes up to ask for a bath, a place to bathe.
All right, like the barkeeper is.
Company, brother, you got into some some trouble. I see this. You're blue, right?
I'm blue. Yes.
Yeah. See your blue friend here. Slaughtered a pig, I'm guessing.
No
Irving is
honor.
gonna.
No honor was found. Leave me. It gives me a headache.
That's all right. I'll just ignore you. That's fine. You're
Honor
no
was
fun,
found.
anyways. Hello. Any friend of my brother's definitely a friend of mine. If you can travel with him, you can be sure to travel with me.
Irving steps past the table over to the hearth and drops to his knees and shoves his hands into the ashes and roughs them around and begins to wipe them all over his face and over his hands. Groaning as he does so. And then stands up and lightly pats himself to properly blend the ashes into his arms and turns back around to the new Dragonborn and says, Craig Cricks, chimney sweep.
Chimney sweep.
I'm off bathing.
I look at his hands. You're not a chimney sweep, trust me.
That I am not.
And I reach out my claw, or my clawed hand, I guess. I shake his hand heartily. And Myath, this is I see you've met my brother.
Yes.
So, what did you guys get into?
At this point, Squall's also talking to the bartender, I presume, asking for
a bath.
Oh yeah.
Where
I can. He kind of looks at you, and he sizes you up, right? Because he only saw you guys in a fleeting moment. Like, what is special about Squall anyway? Like, what is he wearing? How does he look?
He's
terms of
wearing, like there's a picture of him. You can just see him. It's just easier that way on all of us. So I don't have to
just
write
easier
it.
that way. Let me see if I can.
Did he make pictures of all of us? Or just a couple?
Hobo I think it was just me and you that he made pictures of.
I do not see the. Oh wait, let's see. Squall, yeah, you indeed have a
Just click
picture.
my
This is
name.
how. Let's see how he looks. All right. Let's see if you get. Yeah, I can't get it to show on the stream right now.
What? Why?
Because
Just drag.
things are weird. Let's see if I can make it work, because there is already some art, and it is art. It's beautiful. Let's see if I can do this. Ah, there you go. You guys can see it now. It is absolutely phenomenal. Check that out. This is Squall, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure if you guys can see it. It's a bit small, but as you can, this is our blue friend, as nicely dubbed.
Blue guy.
And his entire, like most of his entire is now covered in blood, which is intense. It's pretty awesome. That is top notch. That is certainly.
Mine. I just don't.
Oh, I got it.
which
I got it.
folder
I'm
goddamn
uploading
put
it
in.
now, Zeke.
All right, I'm blue, Dabby. All right.
Okay, so as Squall is by the barkeep,
Am I getting a bath? Is that?
Yeah, like
happening?
now I was gonna like you. Oh, I can tell you need a bath, sir. Well,
Yes.
we have places upstairs. Like, if you are willing to spend a few silver, I can give you an.
Squall
I could,
just drops a couple coins on him.
that is very generous of you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, I'm assuming you dropped 3 silver points. 3 silver coins. Just 3 silver. Yeah, write it off. That is very generous of you. Thank you. It's this way, and he shows you the way up. There's a staircase in the back that leads to essentially rooms for rest and sleeping, and there's also 1 or 2. There's 1 room addressed or assigned to essentially cleaning yourself, taking a bath,
And
if you
Squall
will.
just gets naked for everybody. You know.
There you go. As that is happening, as he's getting naked for everybody above, we turn back.
Thank you, Booby.
We turn back to the table.
Yeah. So basically, like, as he does that and he goes on upstairs, I watch him go up, and then I ask the same guy for the four meads, because I was going to get 5, but I seen Squall go upstairs, so I'm just not going to bother getting him one. So I take out the coin purse and ask the barkeep how much, and then pay the man.
4 meats.
Is he near my table when he's doing that?
Sorry, who?
I was gonna get the beer. I was gonna get some drinks and come back to you guys at the table with a round of fresh drinks. What I was gonna do.
Oh, okay. So you're up at the bar paying him.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll wait for you to come back. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he's pouring the meat in these mugs essentially. He gives them a few, and he takes the rest of himself, and he just carries them to the table you're on. Lads,
And I tip him. I tip him well too. I tip him however much the drinks cost. I tip him that same amount again, and I ask him, if you hear of anything around work related, come to me and let me know.
Well, okay, he takes about 20 silver pieces of you, because it's double as you tip him essentially 100%. Generous tipper. He thinks to himself, today's a good day, boys. I love it. And as you ask him about the work, he thinks for a moment, well, there's always work. Like, the notice board outside is always filled, and I believe there's a few things posted on it right now, if you guys want to check that out. But otherwise, yeah, like, beyond doing the cleaning here in this place, I don't... But as he seizes you up,
as
right?
I say work, I sort of meant, like, motion towards my flail I have and my shield to sort of make him realize it's not just kind of work, so...
Yeah, and
Well, the chimney is in tip-top shape, so there's nothing you need for that.
He just like nods you like casually, like, yeah, all right. Yeah, like the notice board, that's pretty much the best place I would know. Otherwise, talking to people of importance, if you will, like the mayor is always seeking out assistance, and the captain of the guard is always looking for people to do things he necessarily can't do himself. Perhaps you've met him, big bulky guy, 7 feet tall, half-orc, great axe. He's a presence, if you will.
Okay, I thank him, and then I don't know if he's bringing the drinks or whatever, but I just head back to the table.
Yeah,
with the drinks.
All right, yeah, you guys now have fresh meat on the dwarf. And Zabraxius just start drinking in the corner. He's had it.
Oh, look at this. I know my brother appreciates it. I want to tell you that I appreciate it. Thank you very much. What is your name again?
I am Davrick.
Davrick.
Yes. And
Don't
your
let
name?
my lizardy appearance, put you off. You can get I don't know if I introduced myself before. I know I introduced myself to somebody else, but my name is Myath. You've met my brother.
I have definitely met your brother, and as I shake his hand, I sort of look at Zabraxius and like kind of give him a slightly dirty look. But I say anyone who likes to drink mead is a friend of mine.
I see you do know my brother then.
I do.
All right, yeah. I just kind of look down at him and laugh. Anyways, so what are we getting into? He left. I was a day's ride behind, and he kind of went without me. So he didn't wait before he got into something. What's on the menu tonight?
Squall's playing with a rubber ducky in his tub. Don't worry about it.
Upstairs.
And what was your name again? I'm sorry.
I'm Davrick.
Davrick. And you're a
Yes.
dwarf, right?
I am a dwarf, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Dwarfs. Now they definitely make the best ale. Better than this piss. I'll tell you that, right?
This is more like water.
Yes.
In all honesty. But it
And who
makes
is your
you.
chimney sweep friend?
This is, I believe his new name is
It's Craig. My name is Craig. Craig.
Craig, it's a pleasure.
Craig.
Craig.
Yes.
Wink.
Equally dirty look given to the dwarf before a glance given to the door. We've run
And
into
your
some.
bloody friend.
Yes. Well, as you see, had a bit of a mess out on the road. We're laying low right now. We're under constant watch, it would seem. Seem to have shaken the guard's eye for now, but we are certainly on their radar, per se. Radar. I've heard that word before. Does it exist?
So scandal is the word of the day.
Indeed.
I'm not against it. I'll tell you right now. It's fine with me as long as there's gold involved.
Perhaps it might be, but I do anticipate they'll be coming back to question us sometime soon. It might be wise for us to go and seek out this notice board to see if there's something that might get us out of this town for a
Oh,
bit.
and Ace, that's something I wanted to ask you.
Yes.
Since I've been sitting here, these guys were doing their whatever adventure. Since I've been sitting here, I'm sure I would have been like listening, chatting people up, seeing what's going on. If anybody like, I don't know, has heard anything, basically in rumors.
Oh yeah. Well, like it's still very early in the tavern, so it's not filled. There's not a lot of talking going on, but it does seem that the people that have talked are complaining about their livelihood being in danger due to a creature literally destroying ships. That's the only thing.
Ships?
Sea ships, like fishing boats and such, they are being essentially torn apart by a creature from the sky. That's the talk of the city, if you will, as it's literally preventing some of the fishing boats to come back and provide fish for the entire city. That's the talk that is most known in among the people that do show up this early at the tavern. Would you like harbor people from the harbor and such?
All right. So I relay this information to my two friends here that are sitting, my two new friends that are sitting here. Well, so there's that. There's something destroying ships and the like. I don't know about you as far as having your sea legs, but
I am
I come
much
from the
more
mountains,
suited for the
so-
mountains myself. I
yes,
tend to stay far away from ships.
I agree.
No ships for me, please.
I'll tell you what.
Not right now.
You guys stay here, keep your heads down. I'll take a look at the message board and come back and see if there's anything worth our time.
While he's away, Squall finally comes downstairs wearing wet clothing with blood stains on it, but otherwise he's clean, and comes and sits down.
Zeke, just out of character, do you have prestidigitation?
Yes, I do.
Okay, just checking.
Of course I do. That's like the best spell cantrip ever.
I know. I just want to, you can clean up things with that and such, which is pretty cool. I was just checking. Anyway, let's see.
He's got to ask me if he wants his blood cleaned out, or if we get in a situation where it's going to be suspicious, I'll do a little twinkle and
Yeah.
make it shine like new.
All right. So yeah, you walk up to the notice board, right?
Yep.
Besides some torn off letters that have weathered with the rain and such, it seems to be that there's 3 things hanging, like one of them being relatively fresh, and then 2 older ones that definitely have seen a rainy day or 2. One of them is asking about assistance for people to clean up a cave that has now been infested by creatures. The cave is the mine that has been used, but is now currently not used, as it has been, as previously mentioned, infested. The mayor is seeking assistance with that. Also, there's a short scribbled note signed by the captain of the guard asking for a group of trappers or hunters to help him with a personal matter. Nothing really beyond that on that note. It's just signed the captain of the guard. And then the newest one actually mentions the things you have been hearing in the tavern throughout the day about the fishing boats being torn asunder by a creature from the sky, and they too are looking for experienced trappers or hunters or just people that know how to deal with monsters to take care of this issue before it becomes too much of a problem.
All right. What was what was that first one again? Give me that first one more time.
The first one is the mayor asking for assistance for a group of seasoned individuals to clear out the mine that has been taken over.
Or mine. Yes,
The mine.
perfect. I'll rip that off.
You rip that off. All right.
Take it up and bring it back. I think this would be perfect for us. We've got a dwarf underground mine, clean it out for the mayor. We make a few gold on the side. Maybe we find some gems down in there that they don't need to know about. And then we have drinks.
Sounds fine to me.
Good.
Sounds
Get us
good to me as well.
out of the light for now.
Works for me.
Oh my goodness. You smell so much better.
Thank you. I agree.
And what's your name, my blue friend?
Squall. He
Squall.
offers his hand out to this reptilian monster.
Ah, yes, Squall. Back when I was young, and still my brother from time to time, they used to call me Spark probably for the same reason that you're called Squall. Something to do with the wind, I'm guessing.
There's winds just drying him off from the wetness. His
Convenient.
clothes are all wet, and he's just becoming dry because of his personal winds.
Ah, it's very nice.
Is useful.
Well, what time is it, Ace?
It's about, give or take 1 p.m.-ish.
1 p.m. Okay. Does the notice say how far away this place is or whatever?
No, it's just, it's assigned by the mayor, and it does explicitly request to personally contact her. And it is known that in the middle of the city, in the back near the cliff, there's a larger house. It's one of the largest buildings in the city, and that's known as the mayor's place.
Okay, sounds good. Then that's what we'll do. Or excuse me, pardon me. So are we all? Is this agreeable to everyone?
Agreed.
This is for the mayor, yes?
Yes.
All right. I will go and talk to the barkeep that I just buttered up and see if he has any bits and pieces about the mayor that may be useful. You can go wait outside, Squall, or you and your windy self, are you going to come with your towel? Or are you going to go get your equipment? What is your plan?
I'm dressed. I'm fully
You're good
dressed,
to go?
my man.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
fully dressed.
so that's
It's just my clothing is a little bloody. Like I washed it a little bit, but that doesn't really get out blood.
Well,
you know.
Sir Sweep,
Yes.
what do you think?
Well, if I don't know how long it's going to be before those guards come back, I don't think we have much of a choice other than take on a job like this.
Oh, I'd be more than happy to talk to the guards.
No.
You're about the same size as him, aren't you? Out of character.
Oh, let's see here. I am. I want to say like 6'7", 6'8".
so the orc still's got like a good like 3 or 4 or 5 inches on you.
He does, but
Still really comparable. Like a
How
lot, I'm
tall-
like 4'7", so like comparable. I'm like up to his kneecap. So
How tall is Zabraxis? I don't think we. got
I
that.
think he's taller than Maeth, but not by
He's like
much.
6'10" or something. I'm not sure.
yeah, I would say he's bigger than me. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm a couple inches shorter than him.
I mean, Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he hasn't specified, so. But essentially, Zabraxius is like, brother, I'm gonna take a nap. And as he walks up, essentially walks up, he pays the barkeep, and he is out of sight, out of mind. Beyond that, he's done for today. He just wants he's done.
All right.
You know, after taking such a heavy beating in this little adventure that they have had, he needs a day off.
Did we, and we meaning my brother, was there any payment that was earned from this?
Your brother's got it.
Well, somewhat.
Okay.
Points to Squall, killed the man who would give us the reward, so whatever he had on him.
Oh, I handed oh, no, I didn't. I guess Squall pulls the sack of coins out and dumps them on the table and starts counting them out for each person, handing Irving his stack, or Craig his stack of coins, and then sliding the others across for your brother, and then pours the rest into this person.
How much are they?
It's 33, 32? 32.
Each or total?
It was 100 coins divided by 3.
Okay, so 33 coins, 33 gold?
Yeah,
Yep,
33.
sounds about right.
Cool.
I'm not keeping track of the gold. If you guys don't write it correctly down and it's less, then well, you must have lost
Yeah.
it.
And,
Yeah.
And then I'd taken a bunch.
You
of stuff
should keep
from-
track of the gold. It's like, how much was that? 300 gold? Okay, 300 gold.
No, I
300
do.
gold?
I keep
there was
track.
there was a 3 and a 0 in there somewhere.
Yeah, I keep track of it, but I don't keep track of it. You know what I mean? You get what
There
I'm
was
saying?
100 coins and the dwarf didn't get paid. He was just
Yeah.
along for the ride.
I still think I got the most out of it though with all the stuff I stole from the guy's corpse. So either way.
Do you say that out
So,
loud or
you
what?
you don't have it
No,
yet.
that's just either no, that wasn't out loud. So are we like going to like what's our like do you guys want to go to the mayor now and discuss the mine, or should we go to the mine? And what would you guys like to do?
I think we go to the mayor and get as much information as we possibly can before we do anything.
Okay.
Maybe the mayor can get this guard off our backs while we're at it too.
That probably would be helpful.
So you guys take a moment to essentially go to the mayor's place right now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the
Before-
dwarf was talking.
Yeah, so before I guess like I'll just tell him just wait outside. I'm gonna talk to the barkeep. I go up to the barkeep and I just sort of give him a half smile and ask him. So thank you for the tips about the jobs and the work available. We're gonna go talk to the mayor. As the local barkeep, you must know a few things about this man. I assume. Do you know? Can you fill me in about him at all?
About the
Any
mayor?
secrets, perhaps? The
About
mayor,
the-
yes.
About the mayor. Well, I'm sure she is not a man. So
This is good information. These
I
are the
think
things I
yeah,
need to know.
that might be some good point. It's well, how do I explain this? I think you should see her for yourself, and I'm sure a lot of it will explain itself. She is not from around here, if you will, but she's good people. She is good people. Without her leadership, without her abilities, I'm sure this city would have fallen many times over. It's thanks to her that we are still kicking, actually, that the city has survived.
That's amazing. I thank him and I just hop down from the bar stool because I assume the bar, like the ridge is above my head as a little dwarf. And I kind of shuttle on out the door and I relay that information to the guys that for one, the mayor is a she, and that she definitely has something strange about her. The barkeep wouldn't quite tell me what she was, but she's apparently good people, if that is the word that we can use. So anyway, I guess you guys ready to go talk to the mayor?
Let's go.
Absolutely. The bartender told you all this?
Yeah, this is from the bartender. I just relayed it.
I just shout, barkeep, throw him a gold.
he does catch it, but it slips.
Right.
But you know, he does pick it up and like, thank you.
Yep.
What was your name again?
Wait.
What was-
The
I'm my ass.
would be like,
I'm
yeah,
the
let
nice
me
dragon.
catch something this big ass dragon man is throwing at me.
I'd say
That's his initial reaction.
he can see it's a coin. He has been around coin longer than you have.
I just needed this clarification.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna throw. There's no grenades.
I'm just saying it might have been a rock, and he might have been throwing it really hard.
Nah, I'm
sure he bit it, whatever.
like he
Anyway,
does. You know, he does kink it to see if it's real gold, and he's like, thank you, and he does put it away in his own pouch, and he nods.
And then I walk a little closer to him, and I say, "That's for any opportunities. If you hear of anything, let us be the first to know. And we weren't here."
What did you throw him? A gold coin?
A gold piece, yes.
Oh, he just looks at the
Pretty
gold
good for a
coin.
bar, I thought.
He looks at the gold coin and who are you again? As he puts it away.
And then I take out one more, slap it on the bar, and slide it over. That's right. See you around,
My man.
And he gets this stupid half satisfied grin on his face as he just goes on with his business, starting cleaning and whatnot.
All right, let's go, nobodies.
Right, so you guys start walking to the mayor's place.
Oh, and as soon as we get out of the inn, excuse me, Squall,
Yes.
you can't go to the mayor's looking like that. Do you mind if I help you out a little bit? Clean
What do
you
you
up?
mean? What do you mean?
You're covered. Your clothes are stained with blood. Do you mind?
Are you gonna give me some new duds?
Sort of.
What's happening?
I'm just gonna get the blood out of the duds you already have. I just wanted your permission first, so you don't think I'm trying to hoodwink you or something.
That's okay.
All right. So I do a little prestidigitation.
Yeah, blood cleans up. It just essentially disappears from your shirt in an instant.
And Squall just kind of checks himself out, all cleaned up, looking good.
That's better. You look great.
Thanks.
You're welcome. All right.
All right, and yeah, you guys venture forth. The city is not that big. It only holds 400 or 500 people at this point. It is a small town, a settlement that has grown just past its infant state. And you guys walk up to essentially the biggest building, and it is indeed the mayor's house. Door is closed. There's windows you can look through. It's essentially a very large house, one of those stone foundations, thick wood is what it primarily exists out of. And also you can see once again it's primarily fortified with these iron bars going around the building, like a barrel almost. There's very unique architecture in this city that seems to be repeating itself.
Stride up to the door. Is there a knocker, or is there a
Yeah, there's a knocker on the door, like one of those steel things you can...
Okay. I grab it and... Your Honor, we request audience. If there's anybody there...
It takes a moment for you to hear something. You hear some chairs moving around, and you can hear a person walking. The door opens, and you see this humanoid creature. And it is indeed female. She is female. It is female. Oh, she is female. A very fair and pale face. Extremely white hair. You can almost say it glows if you were to look at it long enough. She's wearing armor, as many of the people do. Once again, it seems to be a recurring. Even most commoners are wearing leather armor of sorts, but she's wearing plate armor on her gauntlets, her boots. She's wearing a chain vest with clothing under it, and she's also wearing a fashionable breech cloth. And she just looks at you.
Oh, by the way, in lieu of armor, I didn't get any armor or anything. I'm wearing like very nice tailored fitted clothes. I pride
clothes?
myself on looking good.
All right, like are we talking pants and a shirt, or are we talking more robe-like aspects of?
Probably a little more roby with some intricate like in designs and stuff.
And so yeah, essentially very nice caster gear, if you will, like caster cloth.
Exactly. I could be like a mid-level politician.
All right. Well, she certainly doesn't. She seems fashionable. Like there's color coordination going. It seems to be primarily darker colors with silver undertones. With her white hair, long white hair, wavy a little bit, and she just looks at you.
Human.
Well, that was formal. What can I do you for?
Is she human?
You don't know that.
Okay, like
She
obviously,
appears human. She appears human.
Thank you. That's all I wanted.
She's like
human is all I wanted.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
But there is. Let me just say, like you all notice immediately that there is something about her. You can't quite place it unless you may have experienced some things before, but most likely you guys are. You notice there is something about her.
Am I standing at a point where I can see her? I guess.
Yeah, like she stands in the door opening, and I'm assuming that Maya took a step back after he requested audience.
Well, basically, I'm really old. I was wondering if I could do like an insight on her to see if I can if I've seen anything like this before. I mean, I'm like 290. I mean, I'm just curious if I've come across anything like this before in my training.
That might be. You might be more looking into an arcane check, or perhaps even perhaps a history check at that point.
All right, I'll pass then. I was going to do that if it was something else. Okay.
And she just keeps like she has this like this. She has a very friendly demeanor, and she just looks at you like, what's the problem?
Good day. My name is Maya. I was at your notice board earlier today. I pull out the notice, kind of show it to her. I see that you are requiring some rough and tumble sort to clean out a mine of sorts, and I just came to you to see if we could get any more information on it and see, of course, what it pays and so on and so forth.
I couldn't be happier. And she kind of seizes you up, and she sees that you are. She can clearly immediately tell that you are of the magical variety. She immediately tells that, and she kind of looks at the other guys, and seizes them up, and like she welcomes you in, like, come in, we'll discuss the details. And she gestures in, and there's a table there. There are some papers on it. And some tables, but she grabs the papers and she puts them in the back as she gestures that you guys are welcome to sit down. So, yes, this notice of mine, yes, perhaps you have heard that the mines have been taken over. Perhaps you have not.
What has taken over the mines?
Yes. Reports from the miners that have survived. Unfortunately, a few of them have fallen, most regretfully. A few of them have reported small lizard-like creatures. My guess, based on the description, it seems that kobolds, a kobold group has taken over the mine with interesting accuracy, and it's almost. I'm almost eager enough to say it doesn't sound like kobolds, but the description seems to be fitting too perfectly.
That sounds awful. When did all this start? How long ago did this happen?
We have been without a mine for a couple of weeks now, and it's starting to hurt our iron that we clearly need. As she references the architecture outside, we need iron to reinforce, to keep the walls in check, to keep the buildings in place. Hence, this notice, as the guard itself has been has been thinned out due to the past events, as you guys may already perhaps know yourself.
How many is their number?
Sorry?
Do we know the number of the kobolds?
Is my microphone still muted?
Now you were like staticky.
Very staticky. Do you ask that to her? Do you ask her?
Yes.
What about now?
You're good.
You're
That
good.
sounds good.
Good? Okay.
There we go.
She looks at you. She looks at you, Maya. And the reports have said it's a handful. It's not a large raiding party of sorts. It seems to be a handful. The reports are conflicting. Some have only said like 3. Some have said 5. But they seem to specifically target the cave, and they had purpose. Normally, if you encounter these creatures and you take a few out, they seem to flee. They're very skittish. But these guys,
Sounds like they were sent there.
Perhaps, or drawn. I am not sure what the cause was, but they have taken over, and we need that mine back.
Well, I think we are the men for the job.
That sounds great.
Now, to discuss how far away is the mine?
It's about if you want to ask her, ask her, I suppose.
That's what I'm asking.
Oh, I just for asking. It's about a half day's travel, I'd say. If you follow the path.
Travel? Oh.
A half day's travel.
Okay.
But as you know, you would have to set up camp, because I'm sure you would not make it back before sunset.
No, I was planning on having a nice meal tonight and making our way in the morning.
An early
half day's ride.
Yes.
To which direction?
To the northwest. As she there's a window, and there's mountaintops in the very, very far distance. And she kind of points into that general direction. You see those mountains tops over there?
Yes.
It's in that general area. There's a path that leads there. It's very hard to miss, as we are pretty much the only people here that have made an advance on that mine. The road is very clear in that regard.
If I may ask, what is the metal that they mine there? Or
you're an inquisitive type, aren't you?
well, I'd like to know as much about the location as possible before I go in headstrong.
Knowing is half the battle, as they say. It's primarily iron. It's the iron we use for the buildings here, and for some of the tools we have, and of course some of the weapons we must have to defend ourselves. And of course the occasional gem appears that we then can sell off, and buy and trade with the mainland, with the kingdom, of course.
Excellent.
But
now the last, but possibly the most important part, I'm sure all of my comrades are wondering as well, and they might be too polite to ask, but I am not too polite to ask. I'll let you know that right now. How much does this pay?
Well, assuming you guys make it back alive,
Mm-hmm.
how about 200 gold? And if you happen to stumble on a few gems, which you most likely do, I will look the other way if you don't take too much.
All right.
I'm
200
sure.
gold. Let me talk to my friends if you don't mind.
Of course. And she walks to the back to the paperwork that she just picked up initially, and she starts looking through it a little bit.
Squall nudges Spark a little bit and just grunts, "The guards. See if she can get them off our back."
Right. I'll throw that into the deal. That sounds like a plan.
Not only that, I, as you can see, am a dwarf, and I spent near my whole life working with rare jewels in the mountain. I'm sure we could potentially get more money if I tell her that I can search the mine for any rare stones or ore that maybe the kobolds are looking for, we can spin it in a way. We can get a little bit more out of this. 200 sounds great, but maybe we can get 300.
I see a lot of expensive decorations here in this fine establishment and city. And did they say 5 kobolds it was?
5, yes.
Which is
5 to 7.
basically
5 to 7.
like a rat's nest. It's
That does not sound like very much. These people are very skittish. I think we can get more for that between you and me.
all right.
About 100 gold a head. So 400 in total.
That sounds delicious.
All right. So I
That's
guess
a
we
lot of-
come to this
that's a lot of
conclusion.
gold.
It is a lot of gold, but this is their livelihood. Without the mine, who knows what will happen to the town?
Exactly, which is why it is indispensable. They simply must have it back.
Exactly. 400 gold. I think we can pull that out.
At that point, as she hears that the conversation is dying out, she walks back. Have you guys decided?
Yes, we will do the job for 400 gold.
And Squall nudges him again.
Double.
I will use my persuasion skill. That's
All
okay
right.
with you?
Yeah, go
Is that
ahead.
right? Cool.
400 gold for a persuasion.
Persuasion is +5. Okay, so 1d20 +5. 9 + 5 is 14.
14. She just double. I am kind-hearted. I pride myself on that. But
Before you make your decision,
yes.
I'll make it easy for you. You give us 350 gold, and all I need you to do is let your guards know that my friends were involved in a misunderstanding and they are innocent of any wrongdoing.
At this point, you can see her. At this point, you can see her noticeably, like sit back in her chair and gets this very inquisitive look on her face.
No, here is the base of it. Here is the stone at the bottom of the archway. There is a half orc that does not like dwarfs. And we have a dwarf in our party, and he was unfairly judged. And I believe that his name has been, our party's name has been besmirched. And I think that is a fair price. We clean out your mine. The half-orc blackguard who hates my friend will be forgiven, and everybody's happy.
There is only one half-orc I know of, and she gets this grin on her face. That's Rudolf, the captain of the guard. As she just like stares at you for like a moment. If your party, as you named it, has been falsely accused of something, and you want me to put in a good word, if you will,
Yes.
you're gonna have to give me a little bit more to go on. I will not simply waive something that I do not know.
As soon as you say that, I kind of shuffle him away to the front and nudge my way in front of the giant dragonborn. And I say, I understand that you want us to pay a little bit less for this. However, you must realize the knowledge that I can give you on this endeavor. Not only will we clear the mine from kobolds, I have spent far over 200 years working in the mines with jewels. I will look and see if I can find the true reason behind the kobolds being down there. You said yourself, they didn't seem to be typical normal kobolds.
as he just looks at you. But you're not the only dwarf here. However, it would be nice to have one on site. However, you brought to my attention that there was an issue. And you want me to waive this as the mayor. What is this issue specifically? Are we talking about something stolen? As she looks casually to Irving, like with a glance. Or are we perhaps talking about something of a different nature? And this silence does not bode well.
Tell the what was Tangent's name again?
Craig.
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 Craig Cricks.
Craig. I pointed.
Artisan chimney sweep.
Artisan.
No, I pointed Craig. By all means, tell her the truth. The truth is will the truth will out. The truth will set you free. Please tell her what happened, and I'm sure she will see your side of it.
Well, you see, it was this terrible, terrible thing that happened. These wild men from the forest, they emerged and butchered a merchant. Ran their way back into town. We were so lucky to be able to intercept them. Irving looks at the dragon, kind of wondering why he's making him recant this tale again. At any rate, the attacker ran and found their way inside this merchant's home, and so we gave chase. And I was on the lookout outside. You know, as a chimney sweep, I know that people can and do tend to jump out of windows and or chimneys. My compatriots ran inside to intercept the attacker. Logan, unfortunately, was bleeding out. We carried him in. And I didn't see what had transpired inside the house. That bloody mess is squalls to explain.
Bloody mess?
On the inside.
I apologize. What did you say, sir?
Oh, bloody mess! It's slang for.
No, I understood it was a mess that was bloody. I'm curious to what your blue friend over here said.
Logan bled to death inside.
Yes, it was a tragedy. Terrible waste of life.
Such a waste of life.
It was.
And then she sits back. She sits back for like a second and she mumbles, Logan. And at that point, we're gonna take our first break of the evening.
God dang it.
Fuck them.
Logan, you? Okay.
Logan, you
All right, so
dirty
we'll be
son of a
right
bitch.
back, ladies and gentlemen. Get yourself a new drink. 5 minutes. You guys know the drill. We'll see you guys soon.